Good morning. It is Sunday, 4/12. Um, gonna go through a couple of names. Just gonna follow up on those stocks that we've been watching because I think we're starting to get them. Maybe I still got time. I mean, markets are still gonna be in trouble, um, but things are. I'd like to say that things are getting better here, but we'll see what happens. It's like tech is still just so wrecky. All right, wrecky. I just said a word. All right. So I'm going to go over these stocks that we've been watching because they're all setting up kind of like with the inside month now. So I wanted to just give a real quick look and see what is cooking. All right. So let's take a look here. All right, so out the gate, Emerson, EMR. Okay, I'm sure you guys have been watching too. All right, so Emerson, with the inside, yeah, there you can see it there. All right, it's gonna be hard for you to see that quarter because my big face is in the way. All right, it is. Believe me, it is 3-1 inside on the quarter now. Okay, 2-1 inside on the month. So setting up nice here with the 2-1. Okay, and you got the 2 week up. So the markets are still going to be under duress. So we're probably going to see some moving back and forth. All right, but that 3-2 up is nice, and then we're looking to stay inside on the month here and get that 2-1-2 month up. All right, now if she comes up and takes the month, then that's going to be very bullish for us. All right, so we'll keep an eye on it as to where we get in at. Yeah, it's still setting up on dailies here. You got a gap up here now. That gap probably should come back and try to fill in there. All right, but we'll see if that can happen. All right. It was a nice 2-2 day up and then kind of fell apart again here on this day on Friday. All right. So Emerson, watching the month. All right, watching the month. All right, on all of them here. Kind of just focus on the month. All right, Triple M. We got the same kind of situation here now with the 2-1 setting up really, really nice in here too on the monthly. And there's your week on your 2 up on the week there. So decent. All right. We'll see the industrials. Let's take a look at the industrials and look at XLI for the last week. All right. Um, all right. Got that gap. All right, so that's what created this big move to the upside here with this gapper from was that Wednesday? All right, so 2 up on the gap there. Probably try to triangle out some of this back down here. We'll see what happens. We've got a 2-1 inside. All right, but cooking the month, guys. Cooking the month with the 3-1. We're looking for that 3-1-2 on the monthly. All right, and then again, we'll figure out where to get in. Right now, it's just about where are we and where are we looking at, and some of them are starting to set up pretty nice. All right, Central South Railroad, nice another 2 week up with that inside month here. All right, and it's inside quarter. Believe me, I know you can't see it, but it is there. Okay. All right. So coming back a little bit, kind of gave back a little bit at the end of the week here with the day coming back down. All right. So nice move to the upside. Now kind of cooling off here a little bit on the daily. And now we wait to see what they want to bring from here. All right. So again, I like these ones to stay inside. And there's a long time to go. All right, we're getting, believe it or not, we're already getting to halfway points, halfway through the month already. All right, so we'll see about that too. All right, Norfolk Southern, NSC, and NSC's got that insider working for us. All right, this guy's working strong for us here. We're waiting for that 2-1-2 get back up on the upside. It might take that long. It might take longer, guys, compared to determining how peace and war can continues to plague us. All right, but this one's got, this thing's not getting out of here anytime soon. All right, so Norfolk Southern, a little bit better there. My computer's kind of jumping around here today. It's just going through too much stuff. All right, Norfolk Southern, and then I threw in this RAIL, Rail America. Rail America is the 2-1 inside here, trying to get back this up on the month here. All right, so you're not gonna take that month out by any stretch. All right, and there's your week up. So they're starting to get better on the industrials since that gap. All right, so I think some of that gap will probably get filled in again a little bit. So sit tight. All right, but they are starting to set up on, and again, just looking in at the monthlies. All right, Honeywell's got the 3-1 setting up with the 3-1, looking for 3-1-2 back up on the monthly. Okay, now it's made a move here to the upside. To get out of this thing is going to have to take $247. That's a little bit of a ways away. So I think we'll see what the next couple weeks bring. We're coming into tax season here too. I don't think that really has anything to do with that, but we'll see. All right. So Honeywell, I haven't talked about him in a while, so I wanted to just pop on and tell you kind of where we're at, where we're looking at, and see when we can possibly get in there and then start making some money. All right, so United Airlines fell apart again yesterday. On Friday, they kind of came back down with the inside day. I just don't see the airlines getting too crazy at this point right now. I think the airports are the bigger problems than the airplanes. All right, not the fact that fees are extremely expensive right now to fly as well. All right, so up on the week here, but wicked out all over the place on the week. All right, so there's your week stuck in the middle, and you're stuck inside here in the U-All on the month. All right, so we talked about those ones too. All right, so U-All, Delta, again, down a penny on Friday, down a penny. All right, so not much there. Delta went 2. All right, so Delta already took the month up, but I think we already knew that one. All right, so that one already made a move to the upside. So we're gonna kind of sit down on that one. All right, and I think Southwest Air might have taken it too. Because it made the lower low. Okay, so I think the only true one that we got there might be American Airlines. With the 1 inside. All right, so we'll see what that one wants to do there. Satellite stocks, Sats has been the real beast here, man. All right, Sats has been the guy. He's been leading the train with the BKSY. So Friday on the 60 tried to get going again, and they kind of thing gets tuckered up. It got back up to that 132.43, so that's our highs. All right, and as you can see now on overnight, not much going on this morning here. All right, not too much on a Sunday. All right, but that's the day we had for Friday. Satsies, pretty good day, but They gave it up at the end of the day. They break it back down a little bit. All right, so Sats is there. Not really too much looking for setting up right now. On GSAT, you're 2 up now already on the month and starting to drop back in. So we'll look for that shooter back down. Anyway, we look at it on these satellite stocks. I'm more interested in those industrial stocks, and these are tied into industrials as well. But I just think that I think we might have better luck with those stocks. All right. So GSAT, she jumps around pretty crazy. VSAT. VSAT is another one here. This one finished up pretty good with a nice hammer there. on VSAT. That's Victor Sam Apple Tom. It's trying to come back up a little bit there, but the 2-week up and the 2-month up. All right, so this one is moving pretty nicely right now. All right, so we'll watch this one again. We want to be buying this thing on weakness coming back down. All right, so after that big move on that upside day there, they really came back and fought right back up, but then they went up and made this high. So now we're trapped. These guys right here, they're just trapped. They're not getting out of there. All right. Not getting anywhere out of there right now. All right, so VSAT, we'll look for that to come back down, and then we'll see if we can find some places where we can possibly get back in on those. They're just not playing well as a group here. Planet just won't come down ever. It did get chopped into this chop land, and probably going to stay more in some chop land. We really need to break this thing back down. I'd love to bring her back down to $26. So right now, you got a shooter kind of coming down on the month, and then you finish the week red, stuck in the middle. So a little indecision here. She won't break, man. She won't break. All right, so we'll see if Planet can finally start to maybe come down for us a little bit. And Iridium even came back down a little bit too on that IRDM. Kind of fell off here, got the 2-2 up, and then it's keeps fighting, man. I gotta say that these buyers can look at the quarter. I mean, so strong. I know you can't see it. There's one, and there's the other one. Sorry about that. You can check it out on your own there. All right, on the monthlies, very, very strong. All right, now stalled out a little bit in here, and I mean a little bit of a stall out, but I'd like to see some more breaking down here and give us a better opportunity to try to get back in there. All right, so the group right now, the group is kind of messy. All right, so I just would be careful with this group right now. BKSY, that made the big move here on the Bookski. This guy really took off. That and Sats are the two leaders right now. All right, so and this thing got a little antsy too here. So shoot her back down on day. See if that can go into force. Maybe we can start to bring these things back in a little bit. That thing was up almost 5% on Friday. So BKSY has been pretty good. All right. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. Most importantly is I'm interested in that Emerson, that Triple M, the CSX, the NSC, Honeywell, and then we'll see if the airlines. I don't know about the airlines. I said American Airlines might be setting up inside a little better than anybody else right now. All right, so just wanted to hop in on a Sunday. All right, I've been looking at stocks all day. That's what I do. All right, so I will have a lot of stuff coming into next week. And we'll see what kind of things they're going to be setting up. We'll see, is the oil going to start kicking back up again? The crude is a little lower right now. Trying to get some peace, and the story. I mean, we could go on forever and ever and ever, all right? So we'll keep an eye on those, and then we'll see what sectors we got. I think the diamonds, when we talk about the futures, the diamonds were really disappointing on here. On coming back in on that inside day. I mean, it didn't break, but more importantly, it drained everybody else down. All right, so 2-1 inside here. This thing could easily get about 2-1-2 back up, provided that the future's doing better. So right now, the futures are a little bit better here. Now this is on a Saturday, so there's not much, but they are trading right now. We're getting back up to 680 right now, and 612.49 on our Qs, and we're a little bit better on the diamonds here. Still, just really not able to get the diamonds moving too much. So it's just like last time when we were watching when the markets when all tech and everything moved up, and then they left the Dow behind, and then they came back, and they came back to get it. So probably more of that coming us back that way too. All right. So again, I'll be coming in on tomorrow morning. You'll get a video from me. We'll set the day up and see how things are gonna go. Maybe we can find some stuff that's moving around intraday. All right. So it's Sunday. Do something with the family, hang out. Make some nice food, do your thing, all right, and be good.